3, 2, 1.
Hi guys, my name is Rhesa. I'm 23 years old and today I'm going to be sharing with you what made me believe in Jesus. So basically, I was born, grown up a Christian, spent my entire life in church, Sundays, the usual. Like, I think most people can relate, especially in school. You just told, like, go to church, this is what we're doing. Like, especially if you brought up in a Christian home, born into one. And that's basically what happened with me. But I never knew who God was. I really struggled with it. Like, I'm sure you guys must have heard this statement multiple times when someone does an altar call. It's more than a religion, it's a relationship. And I could never quite comprehend exactly what they were saying because it was really difficult because I took it as a religion. I didn't have that relationship with God, And I went on like that for like almost 20 years of my life, and it was really difficult because of God, but you don't know who he is. And sorry. You think about it going back, I get so emotional because I think about like all the times if I only knew who he was, how much different life would be, especially in high school. And 418, like if you're watching this, like think about it, especially teenagers today. We go through the motions of life, what friends are doing, the influences that come with high school, the things you're told you need to do to fit in or you feel you should do, and you kind of like just go with the flow of it, just to fit in. And I feel if I knew my identity back then, I would have made a lot better decisions. So that's that. And 2018, I started coming to NBCFC around March, just like starting to get to know the church, become familiar with it, and just get used to it. Like, it was quite a big change for me personally. And in August that year, like, I had an encounter with God at a youth service actually, and it honestly changed my life. Like, I remember Dwayne Softly was our youth leader at the time, one of the youth leaders here at 418, and he preached a message on purpose and career. And I like, it clicked. I never thought of it for me, I was not taught that your career and your purpose should align, and it made me want to do what God wanted me to do. And I made a decision that day to start serving in church and start volunteering and walk the walk with God, and ask God to use my hands and feet the way He intended them to be used, for His kingdom, for His glory. And I started volunteering, started getting into the visioning process. One of the most incredible experiences ever, because you learn so much from speaking in tongues, which I didn't know. I only learned to do it like almost 20 years old. And just the things you should do, and life lessons, and who God is to you. And it really teaches you so much, and you get to experience the love of God. And I think that's the most important thing as any believer. Like, the love of God is so precious, like, honestly, like, it's overwhelming, it's so real, like, you can feel it. And if you can experience the love of God just once, I promise you never go back. Like, the relationship is incredible. Like, I honestly cannot describe it in words, because you'd have to feel what I'm talking about. And it's such a beautiful feeling to know that you're so loved. Like, no matter what you do, no matter what you go through in life, no matter how many bad decisions you make, we're imperfect, God's there with you. He's always there for you. You can always go to Him with your biggest disappointments, your successes, your hurts, your pains, the things that you feel like you shouldn't be hurt about, and speak to Him about it, and he's going to be there for you. It's the most real experience ever, because to have the presence of God surround you and in your secret place, it's incredible. And for me, God is so real, like more real than the person in front of me, because the Holy Spirit, I feel it. Like, if I'm upset, I can go and speak to God about it, and He's my comforter, and it's the best feeling ever. Like, so I'd encourage you, if you're like me, 20 years of age, and then you decide to have a relation, try it out. Like, make a commitment to have that hunger for God, to learn more about God, to spend time with God. And I promise you, once you start, you never want to go back, because the relationship you build in your secret place is so precious. It's so incredible. It will take you through every single challenge you go through. God will be there for you, and like I said, I can't describe it. It's so comforting. It's so real. It's so pure, like to be loved in that way. And no person can give you that love. And it's an identity that only comes from Christ, to know how loved you are and how precious you are as his child. So that's why I believe, because I believe in God, because I know he loves me. And he loves me unconditionally. And, died on the cross for my sins. And it's such a real love for me. I'd really like to encourage every single young person, even if you're not young, start at a young age. Start now. Like, even if you're 30 years old, if you don't know who God is, start right now, because it will be the most incredible experience, the most incredible journey ever. And I just want to share a quick testimony with you guys. Something my family and I have recently gone through is we've lost my gran. And it was really a difficult process for us, because she's been there for my past 23 years, almost 90% of my life, been there day in, day out, and it was really difficult. But the peace that the Holy Spirit gave us during this time, I can tear up talking about it because I miss her, but I know she's with the Lord. And to go through something so painful and damaging in the natural, but to feel such peace and to be so honored, and to know that she's in glory, she's with the Father. I can't even explain it to you. And that's my testimony, something that's just happened. A song I've been listening to is actually, I think it's A Million Little Miracles. It goes something like that. It's by Elevation and Maverick City, and it's incredible, because if you think about it, if you had to close your eyes and think about all the times God's been there for you, even if you don't know it, it's incredible. And I think just take some time to reflect and choose to start a journey with God, and I promise it will change your life.